is for us, Office of Diaspora Affairs and Legislative Caucus on the diaspora. So before we go into this meeting, firstly, we would like to introduce ourselves, starting from starting from our far left, we just introduce ourselves, and so from there on we proceed with the meeting. Please kindly.
Good afternoon. Antoinette Howard Smith. Just moved here 4 months ago. From where? Ohio.
Ohio, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Dashiell Heinrich Smith. I grew up now in Slipway, went to St. Patrick's and Cotton. I'm happy to be here. I'm a retired college professor. I left Liberia 40 years ago.
Hello everyone, my name is Monique. I am the founder of Grounder Return Advisory. I've been living in Liberia for the past 1 year.
Welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm Abbas Keith. I'm with the Diaspora Diaspora Caucus.
My name is
I'm Vanessa Kududu, Administrative Assistant to Avokoto.
Zulu Cooper, University of Liberia, and also National Coordinator for the African American Movement.
I'm Mabel Howard Watson, founder and chairperson for Maryland Return to Your Roots 2025. And I just came and I'm leaving this Sunday.
You can also just say for your state or the place you are from, like which part of the world.
Okay, I'm from Jersey, New Jersey. You in New Jersey? Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Edith Walters Wilson. I am a Liberian and American. I resided in Pennsylvania, now in Delaware, own business in Pennsylvania, and I own a business here in Liberia, Melrose Suites in Tuazo.
Hi everyone, my name is Charles Yadi. I'm from New York. I've returned home. I've been here 7 months. I have a business by name of Global Village Incorporated and Global Village Sustainable Initiative. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Ambassador Theophilus Bracewell from Denver, Colorado, Liberia.
Okay, I'm Chaka from Pakoyan, Assistant Minister for Business Administration, Focal Positive on Mutual Combat on Diaspora.
My name is Paul T. Lamine. From the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, representing the Minister of the Tax.
Good afternoon. I'm Serge Leno from the International Organization for Migration, UN Migration. Good afternoon. I'm Louis Sprinkle, Deputy Resident Representative.
My name is Steven. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I was invited by the Honorable Minister.
Well, anyway, my name is Erasmus Williams. I'm the head of the Diaspora Office in the Office of the President, Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. The reason why you are hearing tax force and the Diaspora Office because we have the Diaspora Office, but we also created a task force that has to do with multiple ministries and agencies and our UN campus. So that's why you see the Diaspora Engagement Task Force. Thank you for the opportunity.
Finish.
I'm waiting for you. I'm Steve Tikwa, representing the people of Riverside District 2. I am a member of this committee.
Good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Suniteka. I'm from Grand Cape Mount County, District number 3.
It's good to be here. I'm Wema Briggs Menza, District 6, home county.
My name is Rudy Barron, representative of District number 1, Monterrey County, and the co-chair on the diaspora committee.
Alright, but family.
I'm for the Edward Pana family. The only family in Bon County. I represent District 7 Bon County. Chairman Investment and Concession in the money committee. And I look forward working with you all to attract investment and encourage Liberia to return home. Thank you.
Okay. So my name is Momo Siafa Koto. My name is Momo Siafa Koto, Chairman on the Diaspora Committee from the House of Representatives. And I'd like to say thanks to all of you and welcome back. And we pray that all of those that leaving from here tomorrow or day after tomorrow to go back, they should come back quickly again so that we all can build our country. But thank you very much and welcome. So I think we've gone on the agenda. We don't have a long agenda here. It's very short. We expect the speaker anytime from now to come to make a statement. At this point, we've done the introduction. And so we will straightly go to say to our special invitees that thanks for coming. We appreciate your presence. And we are here to work together to build up a team where we can succeed together. I would like to go to the overview. I would like to someone just whispered that we should have prayer. It's on the agenda though. So can we all just, observe a moment of silence in praying, because we all have different religion here. I'm a Christian, I will pray to Christ. You can pray. Then after that, we proceed. Amen. So we'll go to the overview, and this overview will be done by the executive mention. That will be done by Erasmus. Give us the overview, and then from there we'll proceed.
Thank you so much. Let me first take this time to extend on behalf of the Diaspora Caucus and the entire Diaspora community our profound thanks. Let me first extend on behalf of the Diaspora community, the Diaspora office, our profound thanks and gratitude to the Honorable House of Representatives and the Liberian Senate for the first time in history establishing a Diaspora Caucus in both the House and the Senate. For us, this is not just a committee. This is an opportunity for the inclusion of Liberians all over in the world. As I always said, the diaspora is a host of all family. It's a host of all county. And therefore, this step by the legislature is in the right direction. And I believe Liberians across the world, across the globe, really appreciate this step forward. Thank you. The diaspora office, currently situated in the office of the President at the Executive Mansion, Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, work jointly with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to operationalize the activities that we have to do. When we took over, the office was already there to admit, but the structure that was there was not a lot of empowerment, and there was not a lot of focus on most of the activities that needed to be done. So what we did, we reached out to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and our UN partners, and we established together with the IOM, the UNDP, the African Development Bank, the African Union, we established this joint task force that we call the Diaspora Engagement Task Force. This task force made the IOM our physical agent in the entire UN network. So right now, we don't have to basically go directly to any of the UN partners for support. The IOM will do that for us. All we do is we align the agenda, the President's arrest agenda. He plans to engage Liberians in the diaspora with that of our partners, and then in the operational activities they help to support. That's why we were able to print our annual report that we'll be presenting to you all today. I know most of you saw the conference that we had in Washington, D.C., the annual conference, and you also saw the diaspora annual return that we had here. Those activities are aimed to strengthen Liberian tie and also motivate Liberians to return back home. As a result of that conference, in fact, Mr. Smith and his wife came exclusively as a result of that conference because they were inspired, motivated, and decided to move back home. They were in our office a couple of days. We've helped them to go through all the different navigation. Now they have a farmland. We met with the agriculture minister. We're discussing on way to open the road to the farm to make it easy for them. And these are just coordinations that we can do at the level of the diaspora office to make things easy for people over there so that it can be comfortable more to be able to invest. I would also like to note some of the challenges that we continue to experience and the cry of Liberians in the diaspora. More people in the diaspora have expressed interest in returning back home, but have also made note of the need for more involvement. And what is that need? They want to be able to participate in the election, the electoral process, while residing in the diaspora. On that note, our report will show that we first wrote our legal advisor at the Ministry of State to get advice, and were further advised to contact the National Elections Commission, in which we wrote the National Elections Commission. We had a formal meeting, and they further advised us the next step, which is the House. And that's why in this public manner, we want to join the voice of many who have come before us to say there is a clearing call echoing in the diaspora for Liberians who want to be able to vote. I must also note here that few months ago, when Guinea were having an election, I was driving past SKD and I saw people going there. I said, but what are they going there to do? They actually went there to vote. So if our country is able to host other country diaspora community and allow them access to vote in our country, I believe we too can do the same. However, we've made a formal request to the Speaker, the Honorable Speaker, and we know that with this committee that is our arm, our direct representation in the House, and the committee is so balanced that it's a representation of every county, which also is a reflection of the diaspora, because each county in the diaspora is represented on this committee, and I must applaud you for that strategy. But your people in the diaspora want to get involved in the voting process, even if it's just at the level of the presidency. It's a start. In our discussion with the National Elections Commission, they said voting must be done in a constituency. And our request is that the legislature pass a law that will recognize the different embassies in the diaspora as a constituency, that which will allow people to formally be able to go there during voting period to be able to vote. Most of what we have to say is in this report. My colleague from the IOM will touch up on some of the things that we've done also, and I have a few of my co-workers here that will speak, and then we can begin the engagement. But again, on record, I want to applaud you all for this historic opportunity. Generations to come will recognize this day in our country. This is a defining movement for all of us, because the diaspora is a host of all counties. Thank you. Fetch.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank
you. Good afternoon again. I'm Serge Leno from IOM, the International Organization for Migration, and a friend of Liberia. That drew me, I think, what I want to say is just to commend what Liberia is doing, been doing for the past months or years in terms of institutionalizing diaspora engagements. And it has been done at the global level and in the countries also. The journey started with the new administration in 2024, where Liberia participated in a global diaspora conference in Cabo Verde, where many countries were invited. And at that conference, there was a launch of the Global Diaspora Policy Alliance, where Ireland and Cabo Verde are co-chairing that alliance. Engagement with the Diaspora Task Force, Liberia showed interest, and now Liberia is a member of that alliance. So at the global level, Liberia is showing its presence, in global diaspora discussions. That is very important. And at the country level, as you mentioned, that there was establishment of the Diaspora Engagement Task Force to bring government institutions in a coordinated way in engaging diaspora, avoid or reduce this fragmentation of diaspora engagement. That has been a very good movement to facilitate the organization of the conference, for instance, in last year in the US, where I think many of you was presented, myself, we were there, UNDP, and give visibility also to partners. Our regional director, who covers West and Central Africa, also attended that conference. Other partners, again, UNDP, they were there, gave visibility not only to the conference, but also to the diaspora in the country, see how government is engaging partners, how government is coming to the diaspora to engage and expose what the country is doing. Health was there, education were represented, There was discussion about peace and reconciliation also. So this is a way to build trust, I think. And it's very, very good. It was followed again through the Diaspora Engagement Task Force for the annual return, where diaspora came back after the conference, kind of follow up, in a coordinated again in the sequencing manner of engaging with diaspora. They came back, discussion about diaspora and the community here in Liberia and Morovia also mainly, but peace again. Health was discussed, and diaspora was engaged in health facility assessment, in providing free screening to people here. That's why they do so many things in the country, but it's not captured. So there's a need for the diaspora engagement task force and every institution or partners working in diaspora to channel this, what diaspora is doing in the country, so it could be recognized as a real contribution. It's not only remittances. They're doing so much. I think that's the way that the country is taking, and again, the legislature side, putting in place these caucuses. I think it's a way like the whole of, not government, but the whole of country engaging diaspora in, again, institutionalizing this engagement. It's very, very important. It gives confidence and trust the diaspora. It's happening in many other countries where people want to engage the diaspora, but it's politicized, or there's a trust. Why do we engage? Mechanisms are not in place. But I think this is what the country is taking, and as a UN, we can just reaffirm that our commitment in supporting this pathway. And yeah, really, my colleague is here for the UNDP also if we want to add something. But mainly that's the journey. And again, we're proud of the country.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you. Good afternoon, honorable members. My colleague has said it, but I just want to add a little bit to the conversation. We are at a threshold of our development that we cannot do it alone. We need to build consensus across. We need to leverage the big brains of Liberians that are out there to help us accelerate development in Liberia. I will tell you that after that conference in the States, there has been a lot of engagement with diasporas that want to come back and contribute. And as UN and UNDP, we've managed to facilitate some of them into main government ministries, providing top-notch advisory services. And if other countries are leveraging it, like Ghana, when we went to Rwanda, Rwanda demonstrated how they are leveraging their diaspora force to develop. It is not just the remittances, but the brains. And so we want to encourage this movement. We want to encourage this collective, whole of society, whole of country approach that you are bringing. It is also about rebranding Liberia. It is also about rebranding that Liberia has gone past all those things. This is a new Liberia with potentials and capabilities. And so, colleagues, let's continue to demonstrate that passion. Let's continue to work and support and institutionalize this process. I believe that it has a strong ladder of drive development in this country. So as UNDP and UN, we'll continue to foster solidarity around. We'll continue to help you learn good or best practices across other countries so that we can work together to institutionalize this process. The issue of the voting was raised. I was there with the Electoral Commission. And so I want to implore the honorable members to really look into it. Other countries are providing those avenues. If that is a way for people to feel as part, to want to come back, let's open that door. So I encourage the members to look into those policy issues and see how they can deal with them.
Thank you. Okay. So I think it's getting interesting, huh? And so I think at this time if we all agree, I will suggest that we hear from the female, especially the female that return from the diaspora. You know, can take one or two. Okay. One or two female from the diaspora that we. Maybe the guy looking at it, I think I wanted to say you.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Yes. Just briefly, I mean, not long. We won't be here long.
Yes, as I said, I'm from Ohio. I'm a retired registered nurse from Ohio, and I had a business in Ohio. I had a home care agency after I retired. Took all my retirement, opened my agency. I worked from 10 patients to almost 60 patients with 15 staff, nurses, LPNs, and NCCE. So I built up my business. After I got old and tired working as a nurse, I took my retirement in business. So I sold the business, packed up all my things. I didn't have a home. I'm staying with a friend. And I came in April, we bought our land, and we packed up everything. Put the house on lease, and we moved here. We didn't know what we're doing. We came here. We had our farmland years back, but we had not developed. We just had a few rubber trees and whatever. So we came back, we went and registered our farmland, everything. Register our house we had in Chipolo, everything to pay our taxes, pay everything, and we moved here. So now we are here. And we hope, even though being in a diaspora, we have gotten some help from investment. But we are thinking about building a school on our farm. Because the area we have our farm, they have kids from nursing mothers to like 6, 7, 8 years old, haven't been in school. When we get on the farm, they all come, they will feed them, and everything. The parents will feed the parents and everything. But the parents not willing to really help us to develop the farm. So that's Liberian Diaspora. But we are up to the challenge. If the people don't want to help us around there, we'll go to Ivory Coast, we'll go to Guinea and get people to work our farm. So we can start to develop school on the farm. So that's how we do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Go down.
This one December, I was able to have brought 150 persons home. And we had a homecoming in Maryland County with different activities. And we are intending coming back and making an annual event. So for the diaspora office reached out to us. So right now we are partnering with them. And we are intending doing so many things. But we got there, the chiefs and the elders extended such help to us that were willing to sell land to us. So most of the people that came are intending buying farmland, some are going into tourism, and so many other things we decided to go in. And we did a lot of projects in Maryland, and we even brought a dialysis machine that we gave to J. Hospital. We did a medical outreach. We brought doctors and nurses that were able to treat people free for 2 days. And even just this morning, I spoke with the superintendent. Some of our things arrived late. So when the candidates, the other thing we have for Christmas came this morning was like, Mabel, the people just came from our office and said they want more candy for the kids. So I assured you, I said we'll bring more than candy. So in December we'll be back, and we hope to have more other activities to do with the office, with Mr. Williams and his team. And again, I haven't yet returned, but I'm in and out. And I have businesses here. I have a nonprofit and I have a for-profit business. I even just bought a land in Benton, which I'm going to build a school there as I promised, and I'm doing something else in Maryland County. So thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to say something. Sure. When you stay away from home for 40 years, it's difficult to come back. So unless you have that support system, it'll be a big problem. It turned out that things are running better for us than we expected. And that's by no accident. Had it not been for the intervention and the connections of the diaspora office, it won't be possible. Because you know you don't just go to the Minister of Agriculture, you just don't, see him at 24-hour notice, unless someone is interceding. So I would be amiss if I didn't personally thank the office for making it easier for me. Getting all of the necessary documentation, because I was born, Mama Point, grew up on crying, sleep with, but it's very difficult to prove if nobody's behind you. So I would like to say thank you to the Diaspora Office and continue the good work. And I will ask you, Honorable Legislature, to please facilitate that. There are other people who want to come, but they may not be lucky like us. So they will need the help. They are not a threat to Liberians. Liberians abroad are a resource for Liberia. Because no matter how well you have it anywhere, there is nobody at home. Believe me. I noticed that. My wife will tell you she's a nurse. My temperature, it has become normal. My blood pressure is not normal. My diabetes is non-existent. And I don't pay a mortgage anymore.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we now get some. We now get feedback and interaction with the legislature. Starting with Bangair Maf, okay?
Good afternoon again to all. So, the diaspora, meeting with the diaspora family today, we are so excited because the whole Liberia is involved with the diaspora family because there's no county, no tribe in Liberia that doesn't have family member from the diaspora. And so we are so excited. We wish for all of the people that there and they have, retired. Instead of staying there, they can come back and join us. We'll be happy to work with them. So once more we say you are welcome and we are willing to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. After that. Yeah, my sister.
So thank you, Honorable Chairman. Let me say again, good afternoon to everybody, and I'm excited to be here. Thanks to the wisdom of the speaker for forming this committee. I know before I start to speak, let me first of all talk about my satisfaction. I was surprised when you had a diaspora program, you never invited any representative. And at times I tell myself, I think maybe it's the perception and the thinking of people in the states that feel that, oh, they're not doing nothing, they're going to spend the money, they just doing this. Somebody come and put Mandela, or somebody wanted me to go, I told I will not go there. Because the first thing is, we have a government of 3 branches of government. There is no way the diaspora can succeed without the legislature. Because there are a lot of things you want to do. You can be sitting in the office of the president or in the executive mansion, but the leverage you want to see, the things you want to achieve, with the coordination of the 3 branches, you can have it done very fast. To have a whole diaspora program for almost 2 weeks. And for me, I'm the chair on gender. I look, I didn't see one invitation in advance. If I knew you, I was gonna call you and ask you. I was surprised, and that was a disservice to the legislature. I didn't believe that that would happen to us. Because I asked you the speaker. He said no. I'm like, wow. Now let's see. So when he formed the committee, I was part. I told him I was in the country, and then later when I came in the video, I said, I'll come. Because I believe that every time we travel or we go to the States, we met people that was passionate about coming home. Some people, when you listen to the news in Liberia, or people that don't want you come the way they do the news, you're not even welcome. I tell people I applaud and admire the people that leave everything. In as much that you're working so hard, but you have security. You have at least something you can say, I have job that I can count on. You don't want to come and contribute to your country just so you get welcome. I can tell you, I want lawmakers that are not insecure. Everybody want to just I can give it to you. Because you can't say the relationship I have with my people will take you long. For you to say you take my job or you take this, for me to be scared, because I open up to people. You know, we all should welcome our brothers home, our mothers, our sisters. Somebody is a retired nurse from the States. It helps a lot. It helps you be able to have a consultancy for those people and put them in another category than what I follow with the other country I've been doing. The last time I told them, I said, yeah, that's why we think is good. But are we going to segment these people in their own category? If engineer, we put them in an engineer place. We start to look around, what can we have them part of? Some people learn different things about mining and other things. Can we have a consultancy for them to monitor the different mining companies we have in the country that every day they are not declaring that they're not making money? Different areas, is doctors, different places where you fit, and we all can contribute to this country. So if you have a monitoring play with engineering and setting and monitoring, and make sure we raise all the money, and a company cannot only declare to say you're making this money or you're making it. Whatever you raise for the company, you got 30%, you're a great job. For us to build Liberia, we all have to come together. We all have to have mutual respect for one another, and not by perception. But to know that people are in a House of Representatives that are also capable and working very hard for the people. I have a 2-time representative. I'm an independent candidate. The first time female in my district. We are passionate about what we do. But sometimes when we see those things happening, we just think about the perception other people in the States have of lawmakers. And the only way you can get to know the rightful ones and the best thing you can work with us is to come around us. I see your energy. I always listen to some of your talk shows. It cannot be done alone. Everybody got to put their hands around you. We all got to make it work. Even people that come around with a different organization have to see themselves in you to make sure and give you the support. Anyway, I'm excited. We have this committee. I see a lot of my friends that we are working together before. If people thought they were punishing when they were in Liberia, the next thing you already citizen. I can tell you that one person I can gain citizenship, I close my heart. For somebody I will not get any citizenship easily. Because until Liberia resource thing, that our people can afford it. Because we've seen in Liberianization law, today is slack. You got maybe a Liberian company or Indian or whatever company that will have a contract to build a building for $2 million. The bricks there maybe at 50,000. If Liberian can have a bricks company to produce that brick, then it's will create a job. But you manipulate it and you open it and give it to one person that working on you, and then you're gonna pay them $300. If they got a share in it, I'll be excited. So we have to look at it. We want to open the law. But how is our people protected? It's our concern. So I say thank you. I look forward to having a better coordination that, in fact, maybe Beaumont Hospital can be managed by diaspora doctors, and then the dividend is seen that the right thing is done. They go, they do the lobbying and come with the equipment and make more money and get lots of them. There's a lot can be done through this body and with you. So I welcome it. Thank you, Chairman, for this meeting, and I know we can do a lot together. Thanks a lot.
Ms. Ali?
Yeah. Question? Was it something? Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm checking for Pakuyan and 16 minutes of being administration. They are invited by the chairman. And let me bring you greetings from my Honorable Minister, Madam Mendoza. And this is why you have just elected me to be the focal person from Homeland Ministry on the diaspora affair. It means that you really got interest in your activities. And especially those of you who engage in doing business back home. And I want to encourage you from the Homeland Ministry end. You can also visit our ministry. We'll be able to give you the regulation on how you go about doing it. Because we realize that your contribution towards the growth of the economic is enough, is sufficient. You need not to be too. You have contributed immensely towards the growth of our economy. So we want to also encourage those of you who especially venture in the agribusiness sector. You can visit our ministry and we'll lead you through to see how you can come back to invest in your own country. Secondly, you talk about the voting process. And I think it's necessary also to vote or to take part in the voting process because you want to make a decision on the government that will have impact on the level of your people. So with that also, you are right. Saw you highlighting that. But I think that is on the shoulder of our legislature and they will be able to speak to that. But when it comes to doing business in Liberia, the Ministry of Commerce is committed working with you to ensure that your business can be protected and encouragement can be done so that we all can come back to contribute towards the growth of our country. Let me say thank you very much. And again, I bring you greetings from our boss today, and you have interest in your activities. So our windows are open at the Homeland Ministry. Anything you want to get in touch with, you can get in touch with us, and we will help you through. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. I see your hand up. You from where?
I would like to say something.
Okay.
So, thanks, Mr. Erasmus, for inviting me. I didn't even realize there was a diaspora, section of the government, and I just became involved with this medical mission that's supposed to be coming to Liberia in November. They're bringing like 60 to 80 doctors, and so they gave me a letter to bring to the president, to present the letter to the president, and Mr. Erasmus was, instrumental in helping to get the letter to the president's office. I also must commend this government for establishing such organization. I left Liberia when I was 15 years old, okay? But I've always been diehard Liberia. Always been coming back to Liberia from time to time. I built a 3-story building in Douazon. I mean, I've invested so much in Liberia. And a lot of people I know want to come back home. A lot of people telling me, oh, want to come back home, but it's so frustrating. The people don't, appreciate you. They think you're in competition with them. But I think an organization like this or an office like this would be instrumental in bringing a lot of people back to Liberia. Just having some structure, showing them what to do. That is okay. We're here to help you. You guys come on back. With everything that we're going through right now in the United States, I can tell you so many people are looking to come back home. And I think with this office, it's going to be possible. So I just want to say thank you for inviting me. Thank you for, all that you guys are doing. I'm hearing a lot of good things about this government, and I'm really excited, and a lot of people are excited. So I just want to say thank you for the invite.
Thank you.
Okay, some time ago, during our meetings at the diaspora, the issue about travel time to Liberia. I've spoken with Mr. Williams about a charter flight from New York to Liberia. I fly to the US once a year, and it's sometimes 25, 20, 23 hours. That's too long. And many people out there want to come, but when they think of the time it takes to get here, it's frustrating.
and my previous background with African American Homecoming. In 2022, we tried to partner with Gambia to see how we can work together to have a direct flight from Virginia to Gambia, a direct flight with transit, Virginia to Gambia and to Liberia. And the destination for the homecoming, they wanted to be Gambia, and I suggested Liberia. And in May, a group of African Americans came to Liberia. When they saw what they saw in Liberia, they said, well, I think the destination should be Liberia. So in a short, I think we need to focus on how we can get that going. I've sent a communication to Mr. Williams already. We have a charter group called Air Charter World that is willing to partner with Liberia to see how we can get a charter flight from New York to Liberia between March. Well, it will be a pilot to pilot it in December. So we started working with the airport already. RIA was found that RIA was not the person to talk to, so we now send a communication to LCA. So as soon as we get information from the LCAA, we'll work with the broker group to see how they can come to Liberia and have a discussion with the diaspora returns and the airport network. Just want to share that.
Okay, so we'll listen to Tikwa.
Okay, let me thank every one of you for attending this meeting. For the record, there are a few things we want to clear since we on the video recording. Diaspora Liberians, they are Liberians and they are human. In every country, you have good citizens and you have bad citizens. And we have our brothers and sisters living in diaspora as they are learning. And some of them in the medical field, transportation, business, and all of that. We have some of them too that also into bad things. So this office going to work with everybody. Talking about competition, everywhere there's competition. And no one should be afraid of competition. Diaspora Liberian want to come back home, you're welcome. All right, you want to invest? And that's the reason I told the chairman to give you time to tell us your experience. And you have a story building, you have a farm, and the other sister that is building school. So if you want to get involved, you get involved. Because we will not give you free ride like we're going to treat you like baby, we're going to babysit you. No, you come in a whole society that is running. We have a common saying, say when you go to New York, you either who? New Yorkers. So please, we will, and let me just say this to you, because we will not have that big mouth, but let everybody, tell their friend, you want to come, Liberia is open to everybody. Come, the same system. We live in Liberia, we'll go to America, we adopt the system, and we'll comport ourselves well. You can't just drop paper in America. If you have that behavior and you learn it, it's part of you, you come home, don't sit in your car, and then you just drop trash anywhere. In America or other parts of the world, they have the streets, sign. We have one way, all right? But the reason some of them have those problems, and I witnessed it, and I'm so grateful that I'm on this committee and we'll try to work on all these things. In America, if you drive one way, they give you a ticket. Your driver license can even be revoked. But in Liberia, you are insulting people, calling them all kinds of names. You can live with me, you can do this, you can do all kinds of things, and you just have the free ride, and they want everybody to give them because you're from America. And that is not fair to the system. So when you do that, you will get some resistance back home. Because the same system that make you to be so disciplined that people think that you are disciplined, when you come home, you bring the same discipline home. And when you do that, all of Liberians back home will learn from you. And that's what we call the integration of diaspora Liberians, and mixing up with other people. The same way our sons and daughters went to war and they fought. We tried to de-traumatize them. When you come back home, de-traumatize Liberians who will be doing the wrong things. Prove to them that you come from a developed world. Teach them that they'll be able to follow your footsteps. But when you come home and you want to exhibit what kind of behavior that already in there, try me, they will teach you more. And when you get that kind of resistance, oh, that brother said, oh, that brother this, oh, that brother that. No. Don't come back home after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, or even you stay 5 years or 1 year. Don't come back home and live with the mindset that you're better than someone that is here. All the country not the same. There, you can get paid for $20 per hour, $30, $50 per hour. Here, your 1 day pay or your 2 days pay, or even 1 week pay, that someone tell you 1 day's pay or 28 days pay. So that does that make you better over them that you think they can live with you and you treat them anyhow. So we need to speak back to our people in the diaspora. They should be good citizens. When they come, they're coming in a society and they should treat the people right. They should obey the Liberian laws and live here freely. So anything that has to do with legislation, we will work that. Today, we're blessed with the presence of the former president, who also spoke about the citizenship. So, which are legislators, we're going to look at it and see how we can open it and also tackle it, especially for other Liberians who will feel that, they are more, important than the Liberians back home. And I just, want to say that for the record. We are all Liberians. That's the first thing we should understand. So if you're coming home, you're coming home. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, colleagues.
So, and good afternoon. I'm Thomas Romeo Kuya. I'm Sano County District. Apologies for coming late. I had prior engagement with the UN graduate program. I was rushing. So sorry that I'm back. I want to say thank you. First, my congratulations and thanks go to the president who has graced this process by the formation of this group. So thank God for that and thank God for all of you. I think this is the best way forward. This group would have created a platform that we would understand one another. I live in the States myself before I came back here, and there were others that were born in the States. There are others who are member of this group that have not come here or coming for the first time. It's where you live, you will definitely experience, living pattern. People come in, they say they come for our jobs. People come here because of the society. They think they are superhuman beings. So I think the more we work together, we work and navigate through those challenges. And we agree that we are all Liberians. In fact, that one of the reasons why we have been so vocal in this, dual citizenship thing coming to where it is now. And at the point now, we're even advocating for absentee, voting. I'm chair on election inaugurations. We have been working on these kind of programs. So we think it is the best way that we can meet, compare notes, and cross the T's and dot the I's, and then eventually we become one Liberian. We look forward to where Liberians will stay, where they are, and they come and get jobs and have the property. So, in America, the number of years I live in America, and I noticed that if you were, in a mortgage arrangement for 30 years, and in the 29th year and the 11th month, if you miss your payment, your property is repossessed. Here in this country, if your house here is your house. And I think one of the pleasant things is that when you come and build a house, whether you are here or not,
It's your property. So we work together to create awareness for the citizens here and for those that are becoming from the diaspora. And we are all Liberians, and the more we work together, the better we can build this country. So thank you. We work, and Money Committee will work do our best to make sure that we give you our support as legislators. And then those of you at the other end, open the corridors so we can work together. Work together. For me, I'm on my way to the station in the next few hours, and I know that the police are there that are willing to accept our warrant. I said, but I'm not going to do Airbnb. One of my police said, no, don't worry. I mean, they 11 days, I'll pay for you. Okay? So that's the kind of relationship we want to see. We are all one people. We look at one another. We share the same, same issue, the same problem. So the more that we work together to make sure that everything that is challenging will be resolved. So thank you so much for the Thank you.
Thank you. So,
take a last comment
talking about competition, Liberians are not afraid of competition. Yeah, let me clear that. For example, Molafeka, the honorable woman from America, because she was doing for her people, they elected her. Boto is here. They elected Boto. We have Clarence Banks, who lived all his life in America, but took care of his people back home in District 2 in Grand Bassa County. He was in America and the people voted for him. He was not even in Liberia on election day.
He didn't vote for himself.
He did not even vote for himself. So we are not afraid of competition, the Liberians back home. Just make sure that you take care of your people, and treat them like human beings, and they will accept you in the society. They will have no problem with you. When you come, you learn dubious things in America, and you're taking drugs when you come, and you will be easy to locate the ghettos. Diaspora, I don't just use America because it's a bigger country, right? So when you learn all I wanted that, the moment you hit Monrovia, you will know your area, you'll find your spot. When you go there and you come with 2 man series, the man will do you.
Thank you.
Sir, if I must add, I just, from what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
The way you're talking, I thought we're trying to do something good here to bring people back, to get people together.
So I beg you.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of conversation.
No. What I'm saying.
Sorry. Let me come in.
Get it straight. Get a message clear.
It's almost like
I'm coming to you. I'm coming. Hello. Hello.
It's kind of going negative.
Hello.
No. It's not going negative.
I'm coming. Let me finish. I will come in.
I'm right here. No. We will try it. No, I'm coming. There's the National Legislature. I just gave you an example.
Just wait a little bit. Let him finish and then I come in.
Yeah, I heard you.
Please, hello. I understand. Madam, just wait a little bit. You didn't hear from everybody.
Maybe you are not following. Maybe you are not following what I'm trying to say to you. So let me break it down for you. You started by saying Liberians want to come home, diaspora Liberians want to come home, but people are not given a chance because Liberians back home are afraid of competition. All right?
I'm coming.
Like people said. So who the people that say to you that people back home? Because of the people you coming to. No, I'm coming with.
But let's not have a
dialogue. Let's have the dialogue. Because
please, I beg you, you can just wrap up your statement, and then we'll come in. Madam, I just want to give a chance. After him, we're gonna come in, and then you will hear. Please.
The biggest competition in Liberia is the political side, and I just said to you that Liberians back home voted for diaspora Liberian who sat in America and could not even vote for himself. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that they are not afraid. The only thing there is that take care of your people. Treat them as human beings like yourself. So then why are you arguing? And you said, I'm trying to be negative. I'm not here, like I said to everybody here, we will not babysit people from the diaspora. You live in a big country and you live by the system of the country. Here in Liberia, we also have our system. You will not abuse our laws, our traffic laws. When you come, you will get a resistance. This is a country living in, so we're not going to babysit you. We are
Thank
not
you.
going to, for example, if you break the law, how do you expect me to go and advice for you?
The point is across. We like to recognize our colleague and friend, Honorable Dan, in our midst. You want us, even though it's been late, but we're about wrapping up. It's about the diaspora committee. You can have a minute or two to say.
No, I'm okay. I'm
okay,
just
thank you.
So
with that,
I don't want to make it sit.
With that being said, I just like to come in to say that we'd like to say thanks for coming. We'd like to say you are welcome to this Capitol building. These are the people's deputy. We have the voice of ideas here, and I like to put it this way that firstly, thanks to all of you. I have a colleague in the United States who sent me a link and said that they are finding means to help diasporans out there that don't have, that are caught between the scissors right now. We know what I'm talking about.
Immigration.
Yes, and they have formed an organization called PATH Foundation, incorporated in Minnesota, and other states are actually doing similarly. We'd like to say thanks to them and all of you that are contributing to bring people back home. This is what we all should be doing. I'd like to also say that having heard from all of us, to encourage you especially, we all live sometimes in the United States and we know the comfort we got there. It is not easy that you will live there more than even just 5 years. I'm not talking about those that have gone 40, 20, 15 years. To come back, you need a new orientation, to be honest with you. I was caught between the words when I came, and I know what I went through. There are things that have changed here that you did not know about when you were here way back. Even the streets and the communities right now, the approach is different. We went through war. So we need to orientate a lot of us, a lot of us that come back. Because even just, coming and hearing about this land issue, it can scare some people away. And so when people are coming back home, we need to we need to form a committee. I hope at the end of the day, we'll have a committee that will be helping people specifically to drill you through a lot of things that we need to be aware of now in this society we live in. And I way back where we used to be, when you're talking, way back, I remember when we come here, you can grab somebody's child and say, whip their butt, move from there, that's what I'll do there. They start, by the time you try, the person start talking, the way they'll talk to you, you will know you're not. That time passed. This time is different. And also, coupled with this drug issue in our society, there are a lot of things that have changed. We need complete orientation from our offices to these people that we are encouraging to come. I also think that with our committee and your representation and then the international organization, there is a need that we try to reach out, go back to the diaspora. Probably we could divide the entire world into maybe 4 or 5 parts, right? We got people living in Europe. We got people living in Australia. We got people living in the Americas. We got people living in parts of Africa that are also thinking about coming back home, right? Some of these forums we're talking about, it will be important. Probably the executive and the legislature can put together. We ain't gotta be plenty, maybe 4, 2 from the executive, 2 from the legislature. For that part of the world, let's have a bank of people in Australia and that part of the world that want to return, professionals, including professionals and other people. We go to the Northern America, we get our sister in there, and I'd like to say thanks for building those structures you have here. Thanks to these people. We also have a bank that we can create. Probably we can say in the North and South of America, we create those banks, and then we have a pool, an enlisted number of professionals or people that are wanting to come back, that becomes a tax for us here now that we should ensure, even if we can't get all of them to get back home, but at least we can have a number, we'll get a passing number, maybe 75% of what we have. It becomes our tax now to ensure that these people come, and then they are, yes, we can try to integrate them with our collective effort. For example, I come from Lofa County, right? I like to live in Lofa. I'm from the World Visit Belt. I'll be happy if I can just get just 10 persons from the diaspora that are willing to come. Let's go Lofa World Visit. I will be happy. I will live with you there. I will drill you through the process of staying there until probably the first 6 months where I can spend more time with you, you get integrated, and then I come back to town, and then periodically we'll be coming back and forth. I'm willing and prepared to do that, Honorable Minister, and I will hope that a lot of us here will want to do that. But it's not easy, honestly. You leave your comfort zone to come back. I know why it is. And I'm sorry, you will come here, you will hear some languages you're not supposed to be hearing. But again, this is where we need you people to come back to help us. There are a lot of things you're left here undone. When they walk in, yes, we all left. All of you left. You're going back home, back to the States, Europe, and other parts of the world. You have learned a lot of civilized and improved system. You understand? But then, when you come back, the way you left us, we don't know some of these things that you've learned. So to get adapted, you'll be driving, coming. My car is an example. I bought one little car. I thought it was fun. I'm going this way. We're going normally. You can go this way, but the bike came from this side. He also he came hit my glass and bust it. Boom! I got down. But then when you hit my car like this, they're like motorbike car can look at it and say, "Oh man, I represent it. They're stealing our country money." The man can tell on the team today. They won't pass book, but then he caused a problem. I'm sitting angry, trying to come to work. Then the policeman came to intervene. Then everybody, hey, the representative may come and arrest our men now. Hey, the man daily bread. He's not even talking for the man, they carry the man. The policeman tried to tell, okay, but man, leave the man, I beg you. Let the man go. The policeman said, okay, I will let the man go. If he hating you, see, you want problem, you face your car. It was my light, the whole front part and move from there. So I tried to carry my car. The policeman going to seize the man motorbike key. He put his hand in the man pocket. When he took out the key, so drop for him now on the ground. Then they said, oh, the representative can't go. The bike they start coming around my car. How will move? I got scared. I get security on me. So I told the policeman, I said, oh, I said, my man, I beg you, He said, no. He said, your case is finished. Just go. The other one had a different case. Let's go so far. Then the motorbike guys say, I can't move. Oh, you can't let our men go in jail like that. But they come in plenty around me. I'm scared too now. I say, okay, let's go to the police station. And then we go to the police station. They say the men gotta go in jail. They say $100. I do they want this that. I said, young man, you know what happened? They think my case. I was started. So I had to be there now begging. I was begging for the boy to be released. The policeman said, no, I don't want a different case. I went to the police, the motorbike guy, I said, young man, and I talked about a different case. He said, no, but you caused the case. The way you are driving, that man wanted to dodge you. However you pull it, you can't win them. If you just come back from the States, you see, you on your lean, the man come passing and you stop. And you get a kid in that car. That's a trauma on that kid. I know why. So we have to have a committee on that we can take care of the kind of cases. And then guide people like my brother and my sister on how, their investment on farming. They're not only you, I get my farm. The people can't do it to go to work. but they will ask you, say, please help me with this one to go treat my child. So that's a different stress by itself. You're the doctors are coming from the diaspora, and you're the professionals in the diaspora. Those are areas that when you go back, when all of us go back, we have to deal with that other system differently, or orientating us that you expect these things, and these are the things we can do here, so that when you come, it won't take long, you integrate for us all to work to build this country. If we don't do it now, it will be difficult. A lot of people from the States, from the diaspora, they prefer other African countries. But we got a great place here. When you get back Kakata, a lot of places you will find from. Oh, sorry. I'd like to recognize Ma Marie Amanger, Marie Johnson from Grand Jida. She's also part of this on this committee. She lived in America. And she lived in America, and she won before she came back. She's here. But I beg you, ma'am, I know you wanted to say more things, but I'd like to learn. The reason I like to learn from you is because you got a story building. I ain't start my own you.
Everything the gentleman said, I've experienced.
Yeah.
I don't come and look down on anybody. Anybody knows me, they know I'm the most humble.
And I'm going to come to you. And I'd like to come to you. I'd like to come back to you to learn from you, right? And also, ma'am, Mabel, you going back, I would say don't go stay long. From here, we agree to set up a committee with the executive, the diaspora committee, the diaspora people.
I would have done it in the States, but because of my tracking, that's why I'm still here.
Perfect.
I just got through my research.
So we'll do that committee. I would suggest we'll do that committee and go to work immediately and see how we can pick up from there. Having said this, before we close, I would like to say that after there will be a presentation from Erasmus. After the presentation, I think we will take a picture. After the picture, then we can call it a day because a lot of people got to go do other things. So, Erasmus, presentation from you.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody. When we were coming here, this was expected that we're going to have conversation that will bring strong feelings in the room. And even as this communication or this committee continue to work together, I know this 2026 Diaspora Annual Return, the peace and reconciliation piece of it, the dialogue that we usually have, will even get intense. But the purpose is to balance everybody's view, the perspective from the diaspora, and how we integrate that into our own culture. I fully well understand from where my brother comes from, the Honorable Steve. And I also understand from where my sister comes from. And that's why the Diaspora Office is there to coordinate the transition and activities from Liberians in the diaspora to government and the entire country, the integration process. When you get disconnected, first thing, we are in a House of Representatives. These are honorable people elected by our people from different counties, giving them the power to make decisions for all of us. Whether we are in the diaspora or here, whatever decision they make represent and affect us. We need to learn as part of the traditional process, the transitional process, how we approach, how we have conversation, how we dialogue, how we make our point across in a very respectful way without being, demeaning to anybody on both sides of the aisle. And most of you will watch when we're having our event at the executive mansion. There's a reason why I don't give the MC the microphone to anybody. I don't even give it to the protocol to handle it. Because I'm well aware that these little issues can bring tension, that can escalate and just kill a whole generation. And when people create a mindset around anything, to get them back to it is difficult. And we are very careful and sensitive on that. If you also notice, the diaspora office have never been and will never be political. Major players are not visible. If you look at it, the combination, you'll be very pleased. On that note, I think we have a few more honorable people that work in, but we'll proceed with the presentation. I want to say thank you all to all my brothers and sisters from the diaspora that are here, members of the Diaspora Engagement Task Force here present, our honorable people. This is the beginning of a new relationship where we can all have conversations. This committee is so strategic and important because it can give people the right perspective and right understanding to know that the people in the legislature are just like any one of us. The only difference is they were elected, and which anybody can be elected. Most of whom, or some of whom, are also from the diaspora. And maybe as we continue to have this direct engagement, you see, oh, but my sister, I used to know you, but ain't you yet? But how they put them make it low and we don't make all the whole thing, and that mindset can, and then we can transition, go to the US or go to Europe and have direct dialogue with the different constituencies. We can try to increase the relationship with the lawmaker, with the constituencies in the different diaspora community, just to, bring you closer to your people. That is our objective. I want to say thank you. We have a little presentation to be made. It will be done by myself, the IOM, the UNDP, and of course, Robina and CEO Brisbane will help in this presentation. The reason being, if you see here, these are our partners. You got the IOM, the African Union, the UNDP, the African Development Bank. They are part of the task force. They have been helping us.
Information.
Yeah, information. Go.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. I had to leave because I had another hearing to attend, so that's why I left. But I listened to you when you started with the deliberation earlier before leaving, and you spoke about diaspora across the globe, from across the globe. Now, my information here is, or should I say an inquiry? Is it possible for your committee to reflect that? Because when you talk about diaspora, everybody thinks that it's people from America. But even people from Red Guinea, as long as you are living there, you are a Liberian, you are a member of the diaspora, you are in the diaspora. Yeah, people from Ghana and all of these other countries. So you're right, we cleared that already. Yeah, but I mean to have some of those people reflected,
yes,
on this committee, to be a part of the committee, so that it can.
So what we said. Honorable, we said that we're talking about people Australia, Europe, North America, Africa, East Africa. We talk about that. But thank you for bringing it up. So the presentation. The presentation. Can we do the presentation now? Because I think.
But to your point, just so you know, okay, no, that's the presentation. Okay.
We covered that. We had to set up a committee. Yeah. And hopefully soon we should meet again, not too long yet. Then it should be in local county of Wanjama.
What kind of committee was
So
that?
Fetch.
The committee or where the main office? The main office committee.
No,
Huh?
we're not here. I'm sending two of you.
That one say a committee or where the main office?
Yeah.
So, one here is a summary of the Diaspora Engagement Task Force on first meeting. You have it. The next one is a summary of our activity report. And then this is the 2025 Diaspora Annual Return Report. Annual report. So three things we'll be presenting to you. You already received. Somebody will have done formal presentation of the campus. Since we already have a lot of presentations to make.
Yeah.
That's why we'll just do.
We only received no presentation, that would be way.
Okay, so we'll present it.
No, he asked and the chairman said you can just give it.
Yeah,
we'll present it.
So information to this body. Anyways, our first meeting, I hope and pray that the next meeting when you come in, we'll have a full strategic plan of the diaspora office, what you want to do, what you want us to be part of, how you want us to work in measurable and achievable.
That's a committee out.
It's already ready, it just was not printed.
Okay.
So we have it available. It should have been made available in this meeting. That was part of it. But
So you can still get rid of the
still
chairman, you
make it
circulate it in
available
our chat
to
room.
you all.
And then before we meet, we can have an idea.
So Fish.
Diaspora, you know about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
We just got them for the first time. We'll present to everybody. Everybody got one.
You can't want to do it like that.
Just for our
Who they want to ceremony the plan?
Yeah.
Why you rushing for them go? Wow, you can't fry cassava here? Where to get some for you? Don't get covered too much. Diaspora one. A diaspora from Nigeria. For Bogale Village, Sierra Leone, everywhere diaspora. I'm happy to here on it. Just tell it up.
I wanted to be presented in Wanjama local.
What's the next?
Please come. Hold on. They may own reserve.
Please come.
They will come around.
The camera station there, bring your problem, we can stay calm.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Sando on the way.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll move the chair and just put it right there. Let's move the chair so they can use the background.
So we're going on there to the event?
Yeah, I think for the imaging it will be better.
Yeah,
And then the chairman will have to read the rule.
For sure?
Yeah.
So you're where you're from here? Did you call the county? Where
Right, small.
you don't call from me? What about
Put it next person.
You don't want to give it. You don't want to
I'm the representative of Salala.
No, wait a moment. We're redoing it. We're redoing it. No, we're not done. I gotta go so far.
Let's do it quick now so we can take a picture.
Who next?
Yeah, best friend.
Look at her face. Yes.
No, you know this side. You know this side.
Liberian?
Please look on this side. Okay.
So who's giving me mine?
Different country.
Who's giving me mine? Who's giving me mine?
They will take the picture. They take the picture.
Can you please look this way? Hey, man, Gary.
Where are you?
Oh, you're leaving now? Okay.
Put your hand on top.
So why you chose my girl to get
No, I was trying to fall.
Take time with my girl. You're not laughing. And smile. After laughing, then you smile.
What is next person?
After that, my girl, my other girl. Who gave me my other girl?
The people there, they will wait and take the interview.
Can you guys please look this way?
Oh, they think you understand? You have to do it for
One more. Wait. You gotta smile and look at me. All right. That's all right.
Okay, everybody, so with that, take a picture. No, we have to take a group picture.
All right, folks, thank you so much for watching Sky Television right here at the Liberian National Legislature, where the Diaspora Office
Group picture.
Diaspora living out of Liberia being held here. They have come to meet with the legislature, both the Senate and the representative wing here. So thank you so much for joining this live broadcast here on Capitol Hill. My name is Yubini Masale, and thank you and bye-bye for now.